Hello and welcome to our home here in Brittany in northwest France. If you're here for the first time, wonder who I am? I'm Jane. My husband Michael's behind the camera. We're early retirees, British, debt and mortgage free, and living a thrifty and frugal life here in France. And welcome to our channel, Frugal Queen in France. And every Sunday we share some of our thrifty and frugal life with you. So let's take a look at what we did this week. So this week has been all about a storage problem that I've had. I haven't had anywhere to put all of my sewing stuff and quilting stuff in my sewing room, but we needed to do it in a really affordable way. So the first thing we did is we had a really good clear out around the house. We had a chest freezer that we didn't use. We had a clothes hanger that we didn't use. We had some art materials. Anyway, you know how it goes. We had stuff that we sold and we got some money together and took ourselves off to the DIY shop. And oh, wow, is wood expensive. It's a good job we can afford to do the DIY ourselves because the materials alone cost a lot of money. So this week is all about Mike and I having a fettle and a DIY. And I also, if you wait right till the end, I'll show you all the quilts I've made in January. So let's take a look at what Jane and Mike have been up to this week. Let's take a look at everything I need to sort and everything that needs a place in which it needs to go. So we have Mount Scrapmore. I need to sort this out. Got lots of cut fabric, lots of big pieces of fabric. Here we've got duvet covers and sheets. I tend to use these for backs of quilts. They all need to go somewhere. Jigsaw puzzles need to go somewhere. Go around slowly. Then I have all my fat quarters. Now this is a learning thing for anybody. These are things that you see when you begin quilting and you buy them and then you don't use them. So I'm going to make a lot more scrappy quilts to get these used up because I do prefer uniformity and repeating patterns in my quilt and less scrappiness. So I will be using these up, but in the meantime they're colour coded, but they do need sorting. And then I've got quilts. I've got 3 quilts that I've made in January, completely finished. 2 of them are gifts, well 3 of them are gifts, but one of them is a gift for Mike. And I'll show you those later. So I'm in my sewing room. I have got plenty of space to cut fabric and iron and obviously sew. But I've removed an armoire. We sold an armoire yesterday. We took it apart, sold it, and we've sold some other things as well. And the money that we've got from the sale of those items, we're going to buy shelving materials and get our shelves up. And my shelves are going to go up slowly, up high and on the wall. up to speed with the progress so far and where this shelving's going. It's going up there. And I'll show you the rest of it when it's all finished. Hasn't Mike done a really good job of varnishing that shelf? Well, it is going to be a space saver. And it's all up, it's all finished. It doesn't look like a lot of storage, but it's a big amount of storage. It's phase 1 of shelving the sewing room. All that's left for me to do is to put stuff on it to store stuff. I thought I'd share with you the quilts that I have finished in January. So they were completely quilted. So quilted and edged, the whole lot. So there was this one, I made the top of this in December and finished quilting it in January. This is a Bonnie Hunter design called Carolina Chain. So that one was finished. The one underneath I made about a year ago, but I finished it this January. It was a bit too big, so I made it smaller. And this design by Bonnie Hunter is called Grassy Creek. But underneath is just one I'm working on currently. You can see I haven't finished sewing down the binding. And this one is made of charm squares that were given to me over time by my mum. And I've also used bits of other quilts around it to finish it. And that one is, I've just stippled it and put it on the long arm. And finally, this one is just made of leftovers. And I'm showing you this one today because this is for my friend who's coming today to collect it. So this one is just made of orphan blocks and leftovers. So there's my quilts that I have finished this year so far in January. Those of you who know, I had a no spend January and there are things I wanted to get done, and finishing these quilts were one of the things I wanted to get done. Welcome to my finished sewing room. Let's take a look at the shelves. So there they are. Everything for my sewing, my fat quarters, my fabric, my bobbins, everything is up out of the way. We haven't got the armoire in here taking up masses of room. We've got more floor space, so it's really handy. The really great thing about the money that we bought these with is kind of cost neutral, because we had a good clear out, we sold stuff, and we used the money to buy this. So far in February, we haven't used any of our DIY budget yet, so it's doing really well. Fingers crossed that we might have more months like that. So there it is, the shelves are done. Well, we're filming this on Saturday after an extremely busy week, but we've had a really good week doing it, and we hope you've had a good week too. We want to thank everybody who watches, everybody who gives it a thumbs up, that really does help. Everybody who leaves us a comment. Do you do any DIY? And have you noticed, like we have, that DIY materials are really expensive? I want to say to everybody who's a subscriber, thank you so very much and welcome to all the new subscribers. And if you've not subscribed yet, go on, hit the notification bell and become a subscriber and join in with our little frugal community here. Just leaves me to say on behalf of Mike and I, thank you to everybody who watches, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
That's